Family, this is the hardest video that I've ever had to make, and I consider y'all my family, so it only seems right to let y'all know what is going on. For those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I've been a long distance caregiver for my mom for the past 5 years. Well, last week she passed away, and I'm still adjusting to the reality that she is gone. My brother and I visited her over the weekend, and by Monday she was gone. And we knew that the end was near because of the way she was breathing when we were there. But let me tell you how God works. And I've been wearing this bracelet. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but in the past couple of videos, I've been wearing it since about September, I think. It says all things work together. I actually got it from church, but it says all things work together, Romans 8 verse 28. Let me tell you how all things work together in this situation. On September 1st, I ran across this hospice nurse on TikTok. Her name is Hospice Nurse Julie. I wasn't searching for hospice. I wasn't searching for anything like that, but somehow that nurse showed up in my algorithm. And the one thing that she said that stuck with me was, the body knows how to die. And another piece of advice that she gave was, when someone is dying, you don't want to give them a feeding tube. You don't want to fill them with fluids. You don't want to do any of those things, because that will make them uncomfortable. Because if the body is dying, it's trying to dehydrate itself. So that's why they stop eating and they start sleeping, because the body knows how to die. Now, had I not ran across Hospice Nurse Julie, I would have been advocating for the doctors to put in a feeding tube, advocating for them to pump her with fluids. But the fact that her body was dying, and I did run across that hospice nurse's page, I knew the right decision. So I discussed it with my siblings, and we all came to the conclusion that we didn't want her to suffer. We didn't want her to be in any kind of pain. We all, including my sister, met with the hospice nurse, filled out a lot of paperwork, and one of the questions they ask is, do you want a feeding tube? And they also asked about a DNR, a do not resuscitate form. And so we knew with the disease she has, it was doing those things was not going to bring her back. It was not going to do anything for her but make her miserable. So we didn't do the DNR, and we opted to not do the feeding tube because we could see that her body was actively dying. Those things would have just made her miserable. I do take comfort in knowing that she was not in any pain. When we were out there with her, she looked so angelic, y'all. She looked so angelic. Her skin was so smooth, and her face, it just looked so peaceful. Like, when the hospice nurse came back in after doing all of her paperwork and doing all of the things, I told her, I was like, well, it looks like she's just gonna sleep her way into eternity. And the hospice nurse was like, yes. But I take comfort in knowing that she didn't suffer and she wasn't in any type of pain. But while I was there, I rubbed her hair. I usually comb her hair when I go out there, but I didn't comb it this time. I played with her hair. I played with her cheeks. I held her hand. I put my headphones on her and let her listen to all of her favorite gospel songs. I even let her listen to her singing her favorite gospel song in church. And while she was listening to the music, although she was asleep, she began to stir in the bed. Like, her legs started moving, like she was trying to let us know, I hear this music and I'm loving it. You know, they say hearing is the last thing to go, and I truly believe that it is, because she was really listening to that music. But y'all, my mom was the strongest woman I've ever known. She loved singing in the church choir. She loved God. She always told us to pray. And the one thing she loved next to God in her family was cleaning. She loved to clean. Whenever we were together, we would laugh and talk for hours, y'all. I mean, we would have a good time. And back when we had a family channel, she was the star of the show, y'all. She made everybody laugh. And let me tell you, you could not come to her house without eating something. She is going to offer you some food no matter how much you turn her down. She is going to offer you some food until you make a plate, or she will make that plate for you. And my husband and family, we always joked about if we lived with her full time, we would definitely be on my 600-pound life, because she would feed us until we couldn't do anything but sit in the bed. She was the typical grandma that made sure you ate. And I think I get my patience from her, because it took a lot for her to get from 0 to 100. And I'm the same way. I'm easygoing, I'm very patient, and I know I get that from her. Now, one of my favorite memories of her is when I spent the night with her in the hospital many years ago. I was that kid who would always stay with my parents whenever they got admitted into the hospital, because I wanted to make sure that they were getting the best treatment possible. And I didn't want the doctors and nurses to come in there and give them all of these medical terms and they didn't know what was going on. And since I have a medical background, then I was able to advocate for them. So that's why I would love to stay with them whenever they got admitted into the hospital. But this one time, she was in the hospital for surgery. I spent the night with her. And y'all, you know, you have to go on a diet, not a diet, but you have to stop eating like the day before or so many hours before your surgery, you know, so that you don't aspirate during the surgery. So she had not been able to eat. I think it was like a whole day. She couldn't eat anything that whole day before surgery. And by the time she was able to eat, because even after the surgery, she couldn't eat because they had to get everything moving. When they did bring around that food tray, it had some of those sliced peaches on there. And when I tell y'all, she put that whole sliced peach in her mouth, didn't chew, swallowed it, and almost got choked. But once she got straightened out, we laughed so hard about that and talked about that so much. It was so funny, y'all. I mean, it wasn't funny at the time, but looking back at it, it was so funny. She ate that whole peach slice and almost got choked because she was starving. But she was tearing that food up. And we, like I say, we laughed about that and laughed about that. I mean, you would have to be there to see it. It was so funny. But my mom taught me faith, perseverance, hard work, and those things are what shaped me into the person that I am today. And even though she's been gone only a few days, losing her has been hard. Some days I feel like I'm okay, while others, just out of nowhere, grief just shows up and I fall apart. But honestly, making content is what's been keeping me going. Y'all have been keeping me going. It gives me something to focus on rather than dwell in all of that pain. Even before then, I had anticipatory grief. Like 2 months before she passed away, I knew that this was going to happen. I knew that this was the end result of the disease, but you are never ready, even though you know what the result is going to be. Now, when it came to dealing with grief, I felt torn between two pieces of advice. I had my dad's advice and I had the therapist's advice. Now, my dad told me to pretend that the person is already gone before they pass away. That way it won't sting as bad when they do. And that piece of advice helped in the short term, but that's not sustainable long term, because that is not how grief works. But my therapist said just the opposite. She told me that whenever grief happens, let it out. Don't let it build up, because if you do, you will be out minding your own business and all of a sudden you just crying uncontrollably and you can't stop, because grief has to have somewhere to go. So whenever it happens, she told me to just let it out. And I do want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. When the anticipatory grief became too much, I did reach out for a therapist, y'all. Therapy gave me the tools to handle the anticipatory grief and the actual grief that I'm experiencing since my mom passed away. Talking to someone who is trained to listen and guide you can make a huge difference in your mental health journey. Now, my dad's advice did help me cope in the short term, but therapy gave me lasting techniques that created a positive change. With BetterHelp, getting started is so simple. All you have to do is fill out a questionnaire, and within a couple of days, you are matched with a licensed therapist. And if the first one isn't a right fit, you can switch anytime at no additional cost. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform that you can trust. And the best part is it's all online. So you can do sessions from home, your car, wherever you feel safe. So if you've been thinking about therapy or you've been putting it off like I did, this might be your sign. Click the link down in the description box or go to betterhelp.com/uniquelytish to get 10% off your first month of therapy. You have to take care of you before you can take care of anyone else. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. If you're on a grief journey, let me first say I am with you. I understand. Give yourself permission to feel whatever you need to feel, whether it's crying, laughing at memories, or just sitting in silence. Give yourself whatever it is you need to give yourself to heal. Now, if you look back at some of my videos from around mid-July going forward, you would never know I was going through anything, because I looked happy, I sounded happy. But if you really paid attention and really looked at my eyes, you could see the sadness behind my eyes. My eyes told the truth. I was smiling on the outside, all while hurting on the inside. Sometimes I just had to stop filming because just out of nowhere, tears would start flowing. So this goes to show that you really don't know what people are going through in their everyday lives. So if you are grieving, let people know what you need. And if you're supporting someone who is grieving, your presence is enough. Just show up for that person. Now, we do have to figure out new holiday traditions. We have to experience our first Mother's Day without her. It's going to be a difficult road ahead, y'all. This grief journey is ongoing, and I realize that it's never going away. It's going to always be a part of my life. So please give yourself permission to feel whatever it is you need to feel to keep moving forward. I don't know what life is going to look like in the future, but I do know that I'm going to carry her love and life lessons with me every step of the way. Through this channel, I hope to honor her through sharing her love through food, through family, and through faith, because that's what she lived for. To anyone who's watching and is grieving, hear me out. You are not alone. Take it one day, one step at a time. And remember, grief is just love with nowhere to go. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my heart with you today. for being a part of this family and for helping me to honor my mom's memory. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.
My stomach so big, girl. If I have a girl, look at it now. See a girl on, look at it.
You wearing a girdle?
Yeah, I got on one. It ain't tight enough. That thing had to be tight. And this thing I got it wore out. So I gotta go get me one. I know it's gonna be about $21, $22, maybe.
Show all your rolls if it ain't tight, don't it?
Girl, what you talking about? Look at it now. Hey, that girl that came, look at this old girl. That thing ain't buffing nothing. You ain't holding nothing. You ain't nothing down there. Look at that.
But look at mine.
You look at my big girl. Look at me.
But like I'm pregnant.
You ain't, mama. I'm the one looking that way.
You ain't looking like this.
Girl, that's a little stomach. That is a little stomach.
No.
Girl, it is a little stomach.
My stomach can make two of yours.
You think, girl, if you wait till I put these clothes, you'll see. That joke so big, that girl is big. And I don't like it either. I just don't like it.
Man, you want to get your little dog to live in your house?
Girl, I don't want no dog, don't kind of weight. Now, but he can stay out the door, ain't never coming up in that side of that house.
Just a little bit. What about the kind you can just stick in your purse?
No, but they ain't gonna come up in the nigga. I got to carry me everywhere I go like a baby. I want them things.
Somebody got to get dressed up to go in Dollar Tree.
These are the good times with you, baby. This year it's just gonna be you and me.
Man, you know how to twerk.
I like to listen and see what they doing.
She need to show grandma how to twerk.
What you flexing?
We'll let him come home.
I don't blame that's the baby.
Ma, he need a partial. You gonna get him one?
Them dog gonna grow his teeth. I hope they grow.
They ain't gonna grow back. He needs some dentures.
Oh, I mean, just like people teeth grow back, he's gonna grow back.
It's like $500.
He sure don't think he can't get none then.
Can you pay for him for
No, buddy.
Man, you gonna get him?
Oh, shut up. You don't like Tiger. Tiger don't like this dog. Now look at this dog. He too big for He is too big for act like that.
Oh, they mistreating that dog, ain't they?
Oh, yeah. That's a baby.
Oh, that's a grown dog.
Ain't no grown dog. He told y'all treat him like a baby. Y'all told him you carrying him. Now let that dog alone.
Come Leo.
She need to give him a piece of bone. You got a bone?
Look at it.
Well, give him something.
I don't have that stuff.
She need to give him something.
No, that's Shanita right there.
I mean, she need to give him something.
Please give
She need to give that dog some of that stuff.
But not Shanita right there.
He trying to jump up, though.
I know, but that's Gabby. You keep calling her Shanita.
She said a word. You just sit up there looking. Get on that couch, you don't stay there. I just on that couch, but
Mom, right there.
Girl, ain't nothing but nothing.
Mom, that's Boo Boo.
There ain't no boo-boo.
What is it?
Somebody ate and put it there.
Mom, that came out that dog's butt.
Well, you gonna let it stay there?
But you say you didn't like them black couches.
I don't. Get your hand on that stuff. Look, that must not be no boo-boo. Y'all, that ain't no boo-boo. So you wouldn't put a hand on no boo-boo.
She might.
He ain't said a word, so there ain't no boo-boo. Because he wouldn't be sitting over there with that boo-boo. Oh, these are... What? I'll be wrong.
Here comes our mother.
Yeah.
Lord help her. Lord Jesus. And she got a broom. As usual. She always got something in her hand. Now here she comes with that broom. She's coming over with the broom. Yeah, she is always with a broom or a mop or vacuum cleaner. Dustpan don't matter. Yes. Something. She is always cleaning. That's why we need her back in my house. I enjoyed that 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? Yeah, I enjoyed those 2 weeks. I didn't have to lift a finger. She wouldn't even let us. Like if I try to clean something, she'll go back and re-clean it. So I just said, why bother? Yep, don't do it. Just let her clean. Here's the broom. And that's our mother right there.
She don't want to join the challenge with us. She don't want to do it.
Mom, where you going with that broom? She talking about that corn. Mom, you tired?
Yeah, I'm tired.
You want to take a break?
Yeah,
She kicking film, kicking she kick good. I was she kicking rocks. Go kick rocks. They having fun back there. Maybe we should kick something. We need to kick butts or kick something.
She kicking somebody. She ain't kicking.
She was saying she was tired earlier, but we tried to distract her.
Yeah.
So she found something in the road to kick. She don't even realize how far she walked. Nope. Now we gotta figure out. Yeah, next time we gotta figure out something else for her to get into the cane. We're gonna get a cane to kick it all the way down. Right now she is distracted and went into the grass. I don't think they're gonna go up in there and get it. Oh, they going there.
Your dog needs you up in there.
But everybody was dropping their dogs off, and everybody was sitting in their car to the dogs.
Child, they probably hating them poor dogs up in there. See, they didn't want you to see them hurting. They done something they shouldn't have been done. He need to be biting y'all if y'all treat him right. That's what he need to do.
Wow.
He need to start biting y'all good, because y'all, that dog got good sense.
You sure do, because that morning we got ready to go. When I went out the door, he wouldn't go out the door, and he know when you get in the car, that's where he finna go.
That's right. And I don't blame that poor
He
dog.
would not come down those steps.
But neither y'all supposed to talk to that dog, tell him where you going, and don't treat
I did. I said you finna go to the vet. And he
talk
wouldn't
like
go.
you do a baby. See how y'all mess with that dog butt?
We had to test, Mom. They had to test him for make sure he ain't got worms.
Dumb dogs, don't doctor no better than they
But they
did.
got. How else they gonna find out if he got worms?
Girl, how they find out we got worms?
I don't know about that. I don't know
Shoot,
about
they ain't sticking us all like that because you think you got some worms.
Well,
They
we
can get your blood
We got
working.
parasites in us.
But see, they can do it. They can get your blood working, find us out. How come they can't do the dog like that?
They also have to take the temperature.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they can do that at my home. They ain't going nowhere else.
They take their temperature in their butts though.
Well, they ain't sure. We ain't been
That's the way they
oh,
take it.
but they ain't been wouldn't go for that.
Poor Snooky.
Y'all just hurting that poor dog, neither.
I feel so bad for him.
Well, why
I'm
you keep
glad
carrying them
for-
to all these folks?
He gotta go to the vet every 6 months, every year.
And don't he have another vet he go to?
They all gonna do the same thing, making sure they all right.
Do you ever hear a dog bite that whining?
The mother dog was going there fine. Snooky was the only one having problems.
Because they were getting it. the other dog just was scared. They were too scared. Those other dogs were just too scared to holler. But Snoopy let them know they won't do him like that. And I don't blame you.
Headed back to Shreveport. Yep, they headed back to Shreveport.
Come on.
Ma, you leaving me?
Yeah. But you, that sweet stuff is good though. You don't have to eat no lot of it.
But Mom, look at all these chins.
What's wrong with them?
I don't want them. I just want one chin.
But all you gotta do is exercise your neck. You got to exercise your knee. You got to do that head got to be going. I did.
Have you ever had two chins?
Yeah, I had that thing up on there. You just it's gone now. Look at my neck.
No, I don't see no extra chin. Can you see mine?
Yeah, but when you pull your head down like that, I can see it. I'm telling you.
We need to do that and stop eating out all the time, don't we? We got to start cooking.
What you
How
talking
do
about?
you get rid of these stomach rolls?
You gonna have to do them bending over, bending over and turning from side to side. Twisting. That's what you gotta do. Your muscles in them sides. You gotta twist. You get them muscles down, that stomach go down. Mind them.
Mama's about to see Jordan's black walls for the first time.
Why you get some?
Huh?
Why y'all ain't let him get some black wall? Who this Jordan?
Uh-huh.
Boy, why he like some black wall?
How the black walls
You
look?
got black wall?
Man, you don't like this wall? What's wrong with it?
This is so pretty. Yeah, that's pretty.
But look at the curtains.
They pretty, but they need to be black. They need to be another color.
What color should they be?
Blue. A light, I mean a dark blue. That's what it should be. Who did this black wall for real?
Me and Jordan.
Why y'all want black?
That's his favorite color.
Jordan?
Uh-huh.
Brody living here with him.
No, Braden over there across the house.
Who's in there?
Gabby.
And she like black.
She stayed. You sleep in her own room, but
she didn't.
sometimes she fall asleep in here.
Yeah, so it's nice house. But it's black. Why did you do that? Why y'all do that?
He wanted that black. He got a black dresser.
That means you don't need no black walls.
He got a black bed.
What about this red? Y'all just gonna stay like this?
You like that red?
It's pretty.
Smell like all these dishes.
What y'all doing? Where the thing come from? Did we watch this last night? Yesterday?
It was only 2 or 3 dishes in here yesterday.
Well, look at them. Where the thing come from? Go. I thought them things were clean. Ain't they clean?
They dirty.
Trinity, the dish was cleaned up yesterday because I washed the dish.
Why you want to clean them?
That one was good. That was a lot of dish. I'm getting a lot of tunes, but there's a lot of stuff. Go, you can't fit in that tank. I mean, that funny tank.
That dishwasher?
Oh, you can't, all the things can't fit up in there.
Well, that's a lot of dishes. Where they come from?
Trudy's on there now. Look where them things come from today. We've been here all this time. Where they came from? Y'all must got me last night.
Some people did. My look. And then they stacked up there.
Oh, boy. I just said, what's here?
Is the water hot?
No. Why don't these things in here?
Like they just got here this morning.
This one was like this for me. Man, you had some come while we sleep.
I don't think so. I'll go inside.
You go in there, please.
Why?
You won't go in there? I don't need
We
it.
ain't dressed to go in there.
Sure ain't. Look at me. I said when I was
Come on, you look nice.
look at you. You mixing.
You matching too.
Ain't matching, girl. Look at that right.
You got on jeans and you got on a blue shirt.
See, the arm ain't matching.
What's wrong with your arm?
It's big. This one hurts. See how tight it's sweating up, Trinity? It'll go down. When it go down, it'll go down just right.
Where your sleeve at?
Right there. They didn't even have more than one person out here doing this, Trinity.
This don't make no sense.
And he walking like he tired or something wrong with his foot. These women don't care about their children.
They don't. What's wrong with them?
They be half dressed and face don't be washed and hair don't be combed sometimes when I go to Super One and the police try to beat them with their crazy mama.
You enjoying yourself out here? You ready to stay another couple of weeks? You know, the exterminator come by your house and exterminate, so you ain't had no roaches.
And then you kill them. And then go to bed around about 2 more hours, just watch TV. They coming out again, so they hid somewhere.
They got good sense, don't they?
Good, they sure look at them things just like a person. They know what they want to eat. And they'll just look at you like they crazy. I just stomp them dead. I mean it, because they ain't been coming up in that house. And you drop a crumb, I'm gonna tell you, drop some crumbs on the floor. You see how long that crumb gonna sit there, see see some roaches. They hid. But they know some crumbs on the floor when they see them.
But man, you ain't had no roaches in a long time.
You just ain't saw the picture in them roaches being down. Probably when you see they sleep last night. They sneaked up in there and on the floor and they eating up stuff. Get up at night, go in the kitchen. See what you gonna see. You gonna see 1, 2, or might see 3 of them.
You had them water bugs that be flying, them flying things.
Do I have some real?
Them things make you kill yourself, honey.
Well, I'm scared of them.
Let one fly up in your hair.
You'll knock their head off trying to get it out of there.
But them roaches they come out. When they wait till you have company.
That's when they come out. Like they said, that's when I want to kill them right there. I said, now that's why I killed you, because you shouldn't came out. That's why Teresa, I get so mad with them things when they come out like that. Shoot. But see, really, truly, I keep them dishes washed every night. So roaches ain't coming there because they wouldn't get nothing to eat. Now I been getting some good food around there every night, all night. Shoot, the damn floor be full of roaches. That's why I told Ben.
Then they'll be fat.
I told Ben, I said, you better stop that eating up in there and don't clean up behind yourself. That's where these roaches coming from. And after that, he started eating in his bedroom in there.
Then they gonna go back there in the room.
That's what I was saying. I said, Ben, I want to tell him that so bad. Don't you know the roaches know where you at back here with this food? They smell it.
Why would you rather have roaches or rats?
Let me see. Roach gone, want no stinking rat. Them things come out there and look up, let folks look at them and take off. They they'll come through and do that living room so they'll take off. Folks don't look at them like this crazy. And they said, well, was that a rat? I said, Joe, it sure was a rat. He's so sweet.
Man, you ain't ready to go, are you?
Yes, Lord.
Man, let's stay here.
I wish I could.
I mean, you can stay another week.
Good, put it.
Yeah. Gotta keep her here. Stay right here.
Man, you gonna
right here, too,
man, you gotta stay here.
Yeah.
Well, go on there, I'm here.
Okay, let me call Scoop and tell him you don't want to
No,
go.
you ain't.
He should be to knock you out of the way.
Right.
Hey, people, bye, y'all. See y'all later. Come back. Y'all come see me next time.